welcome back to the Fallon Frequency Podcast, your space for that alignment, expansion, and of course, unstoppable energy. Oh my goodness, I have been so very high on life lately, like fully in it, fully fucking in my champagne frequency. I've been diving so deep inside my Telegram immersion this week, unrealistic, on purpose, and honestly, like, it just fucking blows my mind. The energy and the expansion, what's coming through for women inside this space is next fucking level. Like, sometimes I'm like, I'm blowing my own mind. And today, I wanted to drop in and share a piece of wisdom with you that came through on my walk. Really, it's all about resonance and the relationship that you have with your reality, but also the relationship that you have with others. Okay, it's a very powerful conversation and I couldn't contain it, and I want everyone I know to fucking hear it. So enjoy this transmission. If you do feel the pull, if you were like, oh my God, I want more of wherever that came from, there is still time to join us. I have extended the date until May 8th. We are currently in a Champagne Frequency Challenge. It just fucking kicked off right now. So you can come in, you can dive into all the voice activators, soak up the magic, experiencing everything before it does fully disappear. Just jump on Instagram and at fallonmichaela.co, DM me Unreal, and I will happily pop you inside. And let's go ahead and dive in. Enjoy. Hello, my loves. Happy Thursday. I wanted to pop in here because I had so many downloads on my nature walk this morning, and I really want to shed some light on this relationship conversation that's kind of been starting to pop up quite a few ways in my world. I've had some of you in my private DMs, and as Charlotte mentioned, she's really ready for that rebirth and that next evolution in her relationship. So I want to take you through kind of some lessons here and how I've navigated my own journey with my partner and what I found to be true and what's really going to fucking change the game for you. Okay. Now, this isn't just about, romantic relationships for any of you who do not have a partner right now, but I bet you if you're looking for one, this conversation is definitely worth listening to. This is about all of the relationships in your life, okay? Anybody close to you, okay? It's this gorgeous, gorgeous ripple effect. So I'm going to take you guys back, like I said, into my relationship a bit, and I'm going to explain some of these principles further. Let me know what resonates. Let me know what lands. I'm just going to fucking get into it, okay? I'm so excited about this conversation. Okay, so as you guys know, my guy, he's an engineer, right? He's very logical. He's very 1 + 1 = 2. And, if you would have listened to day one, you would know that we met on the dance floor in Australia, right? During this time when we met in Australia, I was very, very deep into my spiritual world. At the time, I was running health and wellness, like detox retreats. I was working as a shiatsu therapist, and I also was training in Zentai Shiatsu therapy. Zentai Shiatsu therapy follows traditional Chinese medicine and the energetic lines of the body. So I was very immersed in my own energetic being and the body and just all of the healing work, right? And because automatically, like, he wasn't in the exact same world as I was, right, career-wise. So I didn't even realize it at the time, but what I did is unconsciously, I had put him into a box, okay? And we're going to call that box the not spiritual box. He's not spiritual. And like I said, I didn't even realize I was doing this at the time. It just kind of happened, okay? But as we've evolved in our relationship, and what I've really grown to understand is that I want you to understand this concept, okay? And feel into this. We are, every single one of us in this group, every single one of us on this planet, we are all spiritual, okay? And we are all here on our own unique soul journey, having a human experience, okay? It honestly has nothing to do with, how often you meditate, if you take plants medicine, what you're eating or what music you listen to. Every single being here is a portal of the universe experiencing itself. Okay, that might be like really hard for you to grasp, but just kind of go with me here. Okay, so if we understand that we're all the universe experiencing ourselves, right? The question becomes, can you love someone fully without needing them to express the same way you do? Okay, so I think the truth that a lot of people miss is people actually want to be met, okay? They don't want to be managed. What do I mean by that? The moment like I honestly stopped trying to define and put my guy into a certain box and like say he was at this part of his journey or whatever, and just started to see him for who he was in that present moment, okay? Seeing that whole being, like it made such a difference because people like think relationships. I feel like there's this concept that relationships work because of a shared hobby or shared interest or shared taste. But honestly, that is not it. That can be a bonus for sure. My guy and I, like we literally met and we were in so many different worlds, right? I was like fucking diehard surfing at the time. He loved wind sports. Those are like opposites, okay? Surfers don't like wind. We naturally didn't have the same hobbies, yet we still crossed very tightly into each other's worlds, okay? It's not why we fell for each other. It has a lot more to do with less about your interests and your hobbies and a lot more to do with your consciousness, okay? And this is kind of the concept, like, if you think about this for a second, it's like, why can you meet somebody who is nothing like you, but you feel everything? And then also on the latter end, meet someone who loves all the same things you do and you feel nothing, okay? And I used to really question that because before I found my partner, I didn't really understand it, right? Like, especially I had so many guy surfer friends. I have way more male friends than I had female friends. And I used to kind of almost get in my head a bit and be like, what is wrong with me? Like, this human is awesome. Like, why don't I love them? You know, why don't I feel that way about them? Because love is not built on sameness, okay? Love, I feel like, rises when the walls fall away. There's this beautiful quote by one of my favorite philosophers, Alan Watts. If you have not read his stuff or listened to his lectures, please do yourself a favor and do that. But he has this concept of like, you know, don't miss the music of others by not allowing them to be themselves. Okay? And I really, really love this. And this is honestly why my relationship is so powerful, right? I don't need my man to complete me. I don't need either of us to be the exact same person either. We don't need to love the same things. Like, I choose him, but I also choose myself at the exact same time. It's like I'm whole on my own and he's whole on his own. And together we can amplify that, okay? So it's like I'm not coming to this relationship attached from a place of lack. I'm actually very detached from it. You know, if things didn't work out, yeah, I would be devastated, but I'd survive. You know what I mean? I'm anchored in my own wholeness. And that really changes everything. Because from that place, coming from that energy, I'm not trying to fix him. I don't try to change his essence. I don't try to change who he is. I don't try to make him more like me. Right? What do? I lead by being fully expressed in myself, and I give him this space to do the same. And what's wild is when you do that, you actually realize you're more alike than you ever thought. Okay? Now, honestly, I want to get down to it because this is the essence, my loves. This is the essence of the champagne frequency. It's internal freedom. I couldn't put like a word to it. I couldn't figure out what the feeling was, but it's internal freedom. That is what I am teaching you. And freedom is the most magnetic energy in existence. You don't force, you don't convince, you don't drag, you become. And like I said, I can't even just like fully explain how this feels. It's just flowing. If you think of the champagne, it is the golden bubbles rising. People feel it and they're drawn to it. It's like the man that I once thought, let me just tell you, okay, how this is unfolded for me. The man I once thought wasn't spiritual, I now catch him fucking meditating on the deck. Okay, we're reading in bed. He's reading Zen books, which I love. Did not tell him to do, did not tell him to order. Okay, just moving through life differently. None of that I pushed on him. None of that I tried to teach him. I just became something that allowed him to rise. And that's the ripple. That is the power that this work has. It's not even this work. It's literally who you were before you were conditioned to think otherwise. Okay, so I want to bring the conversation back to what Charlotte had said. How do we evolve, right? How do we rebirth in our relationships, especially in our relationships? And first of all, the first thing I just want to do here is dissolve the idea that, is there something off in the first place, right? Let's just go ahead and question that. Can I invite you to actually be more present with yourself and more present with the people in your life? Because everything is going to shift from there. Like, love itself, love in its purest form, is not something you earn, okay? A lot of us thought that's how you got it, but that is not that is not how you get it, okay? It's actually something you just recognize. And you recognize it by pouring into yourself. By what? Filling your own fucking champagne. Filling your cup first. Fill it so fully that it starts to overflow. It's that big, beautiful glass of champagne bubbling over into like a tray. It's not contained and it's not controlled. I just feel like overflowing. It's just overflowing. And because when you can pour that champagne frequency into you, you don't just think it, right? You feel it. It's like you become bubbly from the inside out. You are alive and you are lit and you are open. And this is honestly where most people miss the entire fucking game of life, okay? Let's talk about attraction a little bit. I have so many different points I want to hit on. Okay, when it comes to other humans, you really do need to understand that attraction is resonance. What do I mean by this? Okay, resonance. You're not chasing, you're not convincing, you're not controlling. And by definition, resonance is like, it's like when a system or an object vibrates at a higher amplitude because it's being influenced by a frequency that matches its own natural frequency. I'm going to read that again just so it really sinks in for you. Resonance is when a system or object vibrates at a higher amplitude because it's being influenced by a frequency that matches its own natural frequency. Meaning, when something or someone meets a frequency that feels true to it, it locks it in and it begins to amplify. So what does that mean for you? What does that mean for you, ladies? It means people don't change because you told them to. They shift because something in your energy matches something already inside of them. You didn't give them the energy, they're matching it from their own natural frequency. It like fucking reactivates them. It wakes it up, it rises. So when you're fully in your energy and you're fully expressed and you're fully alive, you're not trying to get anything from anyone. You're literally giving others permission to meet you there, right? You're simply being. And in that being, you're creating that resonance. Is this landing for you? Let me know in the chat if it's landing, okay? Through that resonance, others are naturally going to begin to meet you there. It has nothing to do with you asking them. It's literally because they can feel it and something without them knowing. Like, it's unconsciously, they feel this frequency and they want to rise to meet that frequency. That is the champagne frequency. That's why I'm telling you to fucking pour into yourself. People feel you before they understand you. And that is why the moment when you stop trying to change someone, you're not creating resistance anymore. Right? It's like we really have to recognize that we are not separate, because you're not separate from anyone, right? It's like you're, in the simplest way, you're allowing life to meet life, right? It's that beautiful saying, what you seek is seeking you. And the way to meet it, honestly, is stop pretending there's a wall in the first place. Okay, allow that invisible wall to dissolve, right? When you can drop into presence, that's what happens, because you're unguarded, you're fully there in the moment, and you're like raw. And from that place, it like automatically, you have this like magnetism about you, okay? Presence is the frequency, right? Like presence with life, to me, is the champagne frequency. It is that internal freedom. You're not stuck in your head. You're not living in what if. You're not projecting into the future, but fully fucking here. So many people are living like in their heads where they're like, I feel good in my relationship when, or I'll relax when, or I'll be happy when. That is so lack. That is so lack, and that is so attachment without you even realizing it. It's literally saying I am without something. But what if, ladies, what if you practice being whole today without needing tomorrow to validate it, okay? Just being fully fucking present, Okay, real alignment in your relationship is going to feel easy. It's gonna be this overflowing. It's like joy in your own being, and they absorb that shit. And from that place, you naturally create that joy in others, right? It's subtle, but it's fucking powerful. It is this invisible permission slip. It's like, I'm not asking my man to rise to meet me. I am doing it, and he is fucking stepping up to the occasion, okay? By default, okay? So it's like you're not even gripping. You're not telling them what to do. You're not hoping they do something. You're just allowing it to naturally unfold, okay? It's like you're relaxed in your own presence, and that champagne frequency is moving through your veins, okay? Because that is your original state of being. That is your wholeness. Before the, external influence, before you were conditioned to believe something was ever missing in the first place, okay? It's like this wake-up call. And this is really kind of what pulls you out of this anxious future, in the overthinking and the mental noise. So many women I speak to are in their heads, not just necessarily in their relationship, just in life. This is how we get out of that, okay? You cannot be love if you're absent from your own life, right? If you're lost in your thoughts, in memories, in projections, in past things, you're not here. You're not present, right? And some people, the sad truth is some people will never truly meet themselves. But you're here and you're aware. So now you get to choose. When you're present, there is no resistance. The mind softens. The fight drops. From that place, it's like you get addicted, but it's like a healthy addiction, obviously. Presence becomes contagious. Champagne frequency becomes contagious because you've tasted it. You've tasted this delicious feeling where you're like, I need more of that, please. Like, pour me a glass now. Now it's like, okay, obviously this is all about actually integrating, not just listening, not just getting these downloads. We're not just going to talk about it. We're going to embody it. And I have decided, because I had all these downloads this morning, and I'm like, this fucking energy is alive. We got to keep going. So I don't want this to be a lesson you just hear. I want to integrate it. There are so many powerful, expansive women stepping into this space and continue to every day. And this honestly matters. So I'm going to take every single one of you with me on this gorgeous challenge, okay? Starting today, for the next 7 days, we are going to commit to living in the champagne frequency, okay? Meaning you are going to pour into yourself so much that your glass, your cup is overflowing. Not half full, not taking a little sip, not I did something for me. It's like over fucking flowing. Okay, the kind where it spills over the edges, where it can't be contained, where it naturally pours into every fucking thing around you, okay? I want this to be interactive, and I want this so fucking alive in your body, okay? So every single day, get into the fucking group, show me how you did it. You can say what you did to pour into yourself. I love this kind of interaction because it actually shows people, gives them ideas if they're like stuck, of course, in their head. Or if you're, don't even want to share that day, you're busy, we all have lives, drop in a little champagne glass, drop a star, say done. I don't really care, but I want you to show up. I want you to give yourself this gorgeous gift, okay? This is not about being perfect. This is embodiment. And I want you to start understanding that and really start to feel it. I feel like I've been given a lot of lessons, and I'm like, this is too hot and ready, especially for this conversation. And I would love, Charlotte, for you to see how this just fucking amplifies your relationship, okay? Tomorrow, I am going to drop in a bit more juicy goodness on how we hold this frequency, this champagne frequency, for a long time, a longer period. But for now, this week, this is honestly, it's as simple as we can make it. It's choosing yourself fully without anyone else in mind, okay? So whether that be a certain playlist that you've got on full blast in the car, whether that's a dance in your shower, a dance in the kitchen, any sort of joy or pleasure you give to yourself, running, breathing, being, give to yourself first. Now, I know some of you are going to be like, can't do that. That's selfish. I'm going to reframe that right now for you. It is not selfish. It's actually self-love. sourcing. It is like the best way to give more to others, okay? It's how you become someone who doesn't need, but who exudes, who overflows. Why? Because you are full. You're not giving from depletion. You're not giving from obligation. You're giving from fucking excess. And this is where the game changes, okay? Your partner will feel it. It's impossible for them not to. Your friends feel it. Strangers feel it. Literally, you start getting random messages because people feel it, okay? People will start responding to you differently. Not because you said something different, but because you literally internally, in your cells, in your veins, are different. They're either going to rise to meet you or they're going to fall away. But either way, you're not shrinking. You're rising, okay? And I really want this to land in your body, okay? When you are truly overflowing in the champagne frequency, you are going to leave every single person you meet with a sense of increase. And how gorgeous is that? The more they feel you alive, the more expanded, the more they are themselves. Not because you fixed them or managed them or gave them advice, because you allowed yourself to show up fully. So guess what? You gave them permission to do the same, okay? And that is gorgeous permission to rise. And that is the work. That is honestly like, I could talk about this shit for hours. I fucking love it. Overflow into your self purse. Love people in their own unique expression and stay present. And watch your entire fucking world elevate. I kid you not. All right, my loves, I'm going to love and leave you there. I'm going to put that chat up right fucking now. I want you to drop in everything you're doing, and we're going to do this challenge together for 7 days. I can't wait. Oh my goodness. How good was that? If you felt that, if something was like clicking for you, if you shifted even the slightest bit, that is your sign, my love. Come join us. Get in the room, feel the energy, be part of the expansion that is happening in real time. This is not something you just listen to. It's something that you get to experience. Doors are open until May 8th, like I said, and then it will forever live in my education hub inside Unbound, okay? So if you are ready, let's go. I am so excited to have you inside. Jump into my DM.